In this training session, let's talk a little bit more about tablet or notebook marketing. I am now going to tell you why it is enough for you to know where the play button is opened on your tablet or notebook, and how this can be enough for you to reach the top. Is it really this easy? If you can press play, you have the ability to make a fortune. Now, there are certain basic truths that I've been able to discover. It is absolutely true that ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. And I learnt that correct knowledge applied is what will grow your empire. One thing that I learnt is that not a lot of people read the manuals. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, you know when you buy a mobile phone it comes with this thick manual, but how many people do you know who actually read the manual? I mean, I don't. I always look for that quick one-page start headway to get things started and how to make it work. So what you're about to hear is that one-page starter manual which will show you how to build a business more effectively and more simply. There are a few basic truths that I want to tell you before we go on. One of them is that people will join you because they know you, like you and trust you. But sometimes they might not respect you as a businessman. And that's the reason why we use this system. Now, people want to know three things about a business basically. What is it? How much money can I make? What do I need to do to make the money? Also, when you want to know how to build a business, Bill Gates is one of the most successful people in history, and he said that the three keys to his success were: 1. Being at the right place at the right time, 2. Having a vision for where the industry is going, 3. Taking immediate and massive action. One of the principles that I want to tell you is the reason why we use 5 by 5. Here we go. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 8 is 16. If I tell you to talk to 2 people and teach the same number, that makes 16. Now let's assume we get €10 per person. Let's now go to 3. Instead of talking to 2 and teaching the same, let's go to 3s. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 9 is 27, and 3 times 27 is 81. Now the difference between 16 and 81 is quite a bit. However, the real difference is only 1. Instead of talking to 2 and teaching the same, we're talking to 3 and teaching the same. Let's go to 4 by 4. 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 16 is 64, 4 times 64 is 256. Now the difference between 16 and 256 is quite a bit. And if you're getting €10 per person, that means €160 versus €2,560. But the real difference is only 2. Now let's go to 5 by 5. 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 25, 125. 5 times 125 is 625. Now the difference is quite substantial. 16 versus 625. Or in other words, counting €10 per person, €160 or €6,250. But what's the real difference? Simply 3. Now the reason why we stop at 5 is because 5 is the most you can effectively work with. We could go for 6 or 7 or 8 or even 9, but because of this we don't. Regarding duplication, it is of huge importance if a lot of people copy you, but is it enough on its own? With that in mind, let's have a look here on our page. As you can see, I've got 5 circles there, and the first thing is, when are you duplicated? Well, if you see here, we've got you, then Caroline, then John, then Kathy, and then William. Now, if you sponsor Caroline on your first level, are you duplicated? No. If you teach Caroline how to sponsor John, are you duplicated? Most people say yes, but no, you're not. It's when you can teach Caroline how to teach John how to get Kathy to sponsor, and of course, she sponsors William. That is when you are truly duplicated. It's when you can teach the teacher how to do the job. Especially if you remember, if you can teach this one how to teach, that one how to do it. The absolutely best way that you can do this is remembering that people will join you because they know you, like you and trust you. Let's assume that we're going to talk to Caroline. You call up your friend Caroline and you say, "Hey Caroline, I want to come over and show you something that I'm pretty excited about." Now a lot of the times the people then come back to you and say, "What is it?" And we recommend that you don't engage them. You don't engage them in products or that sort of stuff. The real reason that we're calling is simply money. When they say, "What is it about?" it's about money. It's about making money. And you do not engage them. You try and secure an appointment, go over to their homes, sit down, have your tablet or notebook, push play and let the tablet and the presentation go to work for you. And we find that 3 out of 10 people, 4 out of 10 people, and even 5 out of 10 people register with the company when that tactic is used. Now let's assume that you're not able to sit with them and that things are not working out for you. Simply make them curious. Tell them it's about making money. All you've got to remember is that the more people in your organisation that push play on their tablet, the more times people will start to get involved with your business, or at least ask questions. The people that are in the looking zone and see that presentation are going to get in. If they're not in the looking zone, it doesn't matter how good you are, they're not in the looking zone. They're not going to get in. You now have everything in place. You have the right company, the right marketing plan, and the perfect smart networking system. The only thing that's left is for you to know with all your heart what it is that you want, and you follow this program and you'll get it. We wish you all the success in the world. Take care.